Rita's teacher, in the past, I used to repeat my vocabulary before I enter the class, but now I don't do it. Repeating is so important. Remember to repeat the vocabulary, but not repeating the vocabulary as separately, like alone. No, you should actually uh, put them in a sentence. Why? Because each vocabulary has different meaning based on the sentence it is put in. For example, right, when you say go to the right, is different from your right. Is different from, uh, like, you know what I mean? Angle, a right angle, 90 degrees. So, yeah, the same word, it changes its meaning. So don't memorize the word in the columns, right, 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 like a rap. No, don't do that. Don't do that at all. All right? Put it in a sentence and repeat that sentence. I would say also try to put these sentences into a topic. All right? For example, what do you like and what do you don't like? You just put these things in. I like, I don't like. So you repeat good grammatical functions here. I like apples, but I don't like tea. I like coffee, and so I have a car, but I don't have a bus. You know what I mean? So try to also repeat the grammatical function is so useful. It takes time for me to read the comments because I answer the question and then I look at the comments, not doing the same at the same time. Uh, just hold on. I will check the comments. All right, so Farid says, yeah, okay. So yeah, my advice to you, Farid, is to um, repeat useful language. All right. Ahmed says, Sir, I study at K University, Faculty of Department, Arts, English, but I get to be like foreigner or native. But I get to be like a foreigner. What do you mean by I get to be like? You mean you want to be like a native like or something? Okay. Studying in college will not help you to be a native speaker or native like because language does not depend on a place. Rather, it depends on how much time you're interacting with that language. How much time do you listen to it? How much time do you read it? You write it? You speak it? Not how much time you live in a certain
Guys,
country, because
welcome.
some people live in the US, but they
Egyptian
don't
teacher
interact with people
Zaki.
around. They just go to the shop and buy some things, and that's it. The language will take more time than those people who live, who work, go to work and interact with people around. So if you want to be, it takes time, right? It takes time. Um, sure, Teacher Hut, you can join, of course. All right, let me just hop you on. All right, accept. Okay. Bree Tom, hello, Teacher. Hello, Bree Tom, if I pronounce your name right. Teacher J. All right. Okay, you did. Hello there.
Hello, Teacher Zaki. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace be upon you too.
How are you doing today?
Uh, I'm great. I feel good actually because the weather is cold. So you have energy when the weather is cold.
All right. Is your time 10:41 p.m. in Egypt at the moment?
Now it's 12:41. 12.
Oh, GMT plus two. I forgot. You mentioned me earlier.
I just put it there in the upside corner.
Oh,
Right.
so
Yeah.
I'm a bit surprised to see you at this time because midnight in your country.
Well, I usually sleep around 1 or 2, um, because I like to do things in this time.
That's great. So, Teacher Jack, is it okay to let us know a little bit more? Like you have been teaching quite a long time, as you mentioned.
Yes, that's right. It's been 10 years already.
Wow, that's pretty cool experience. So, do you teach locally, internationally?
Uh, I teach online
That's great.
because I personally I like to be a freelancer rather than working in a specific hours of time. I was like the flexibility. I don't like it when someone says, "Oh, you have to work from this time to this time," and if you don't work, you'll be deduction from your salary. You don't like the salary system. I like the freelancing system. And nowadays, it's actually dangerous to work in a place. And I saw many teachers have been infected with coronavirus all over the world. So, my point of view, just always better to be safe. Money is not everything, and I always think about this like being safe is always the best choice.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, yeah. I also have a place. I can run a business there, but I don't want to open it now because of coronavirus. So I don't want to do any business at the meantime. And actually, I would say everything has advantages and disadvantages. Because some students like to study offline or study in a place, and others prefer online. So I would say that many students want to study in a place, but that's also dangerous now for the coronavirus. But if there was no coronavirus, why not working in a place and have a student there? But I would say teaching online has also benefits. Like, for example, you don't waste your time traveling from city to city, or the time on the bus or on the train. Every minute is like saved. Every minute is saved. But usually in places, you go there, you waste time on the maybe you are sick. Let's say you're sick, you can't attend in a place, so you have to take it online. So yeah, so that's a good solution there. But some people are used to studying in a certain way, like paper and have see the teacher physically, like
Mm.
I don't know, like touching the teacher and just shake hand with the teacher. So some people like touching and seeing. However, we provide this online. You can see the teacher, you can interact, you can send a message, you can write, you can ask a question, you can get answers, you can have homework, we can correct the students' homework as we do in real life. So the only thing that you students can do when interact with the teacher is just shake hand. So we can do that online, online, isn't it?
Yeah,
And that'll be
let me
fine.
shake hand, teacher
Yeah.
Jackie. All right. So, teacher Jackie, I've got another question. How long are you going to stay on this live stream?
Few minutes actually. I usually go live streams few minutes to say hello to our new students.
Okay.
Uh, Also introduce myself to people that uh, don't know me.
Sure, that's a very good idea to get yourself known to them. So, teacher Jackie, I've got few questions if it is okay. When did you join on Hello? How long ago?
I really have a fish memory. I don't exactly know with the time.
Roughly?
Roughly, it could be a few weeks ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago. Yeah.
And what's the reason for joining Hello?
The reason is to meet new people around the world. As I'm a sociable person, and I always like to know more about people, their culture, and how they think of others.
Uh-huh.
Also, I can't lie. I'm here to earn money, isn't it?
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm sure you also conduct IELTS classes, right, at the moment?
Yes, I do. This is only the things I conduct actually. IELTS speaking classes, and also these classes are useful for those people who want to improve their speaking in general. So if your students want to improve your speaking by speaking about a topic and get feedback, I write feedback documented. I write document feedback for each student that enroll in I know it's pretty hard to just to keep tracking of everyone's language on the same time, but I'm trying to do my best to notice the major mistakes that you always repeat, the students repeat, and I try to this feedback will be like given to the students in a group after they sign up for the class. And last time there was one student, three students signed up, but the only one that showed up was one, and the other had, I think, issue with connection. I don't know what was the problem, but I have given her a feedback based on the time that she attended. Hi, Roz. I'd like to welcome everyone. Shuk, Shuk, Shuk. Hi, Shuk. Yoko comes always at this time of the day. Hi, Yoko. Good morning from Japan. Teacher Zaki, Teacher Hat. Thank you, Yoko.
Okay, and Yuki is an amazing learner. Sorry, she's been one moment in on this app. Hang on a second.
Mm,
For quite a long time. She's from Tokyo. Arigato gozaimasu, Yoko. So she's always an amazing learner. Okay, and Teacher Jackie, I've got a few more questions if it is okay for you to answer. It's all related about your, teaching experience, as you seem to be very expert and intelligent teacher. So very often, our learners are confused between these two things, pronunciation and accent. Would you like to highlight a little bit, please?
well, for example, in the IELTS exam, you don't have to have a certain accent, whether you speak American, British, or even neutral accent. That's accepted. But the problem here comes into pronunciation because pronunciation is being able to pronounce the letters. For example, P, B, K, D, Sh, Ch correctly. For Vietnamese students, for example, because I've been teaching Vietnamese students generally in my lifetime, I've taught students from Egypt, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Dubai. I've taught many students from Russia, from Vietnam, a few from China, and many other students. So every student has problem, all right, the pronunciation problem different from the other one. So Vietnamese students, for example, when the words end with S, usually they don't say it, don't say the S. And if there is a Vietnamese there, just try to pronounce any words that end with S. You'll see that most of the words they don't say the S at the end. So that's a pronunciation problem, not accent problem. Um, so we have actually many accents in English. We have many. We have also dialects, like a way of saying this accent. So we have American accent, British, New Zealand accent. We have Australian accent, Canadian accent, and we have dialects like way of pronouncing things. For example, in New York, they might adapt some of the British pronunciation, especially the schwa at the end of the words, to make it easier. For example, they say American would say someone lives in North California because I've met people from America in real life. We've been talking about this. They might say here with sound, here like this. But while someone might live in Texas or maybe New York, they might say here, all right, here like British, adopting the schwa sound at the end. So just give me a little time here. If you watch movies, black people usually adopt this pronunciation or this accent or dialect. Um, so also the intonation changes. Like for example, this they say like, "Give me a lay down, man. Give me a let it. Give me a let down, man.
It's
You
like
always talk too much here.
it's like a
Hey,
rap song.
hey." You say no. They don't say here. Hey, like you know.
Mhm.
So because I've watched a lot of movies when I was a kid, and I, the surprising thing that I actually started teaching when I was a kid, um, when I was like 16 years old. I took courses when I was 14 years old for almost 1 year. in different places in Egypt, and the courses were not the best, uh, or were not suited to my level. When I went to the center at that time, he told me, it was a doctor. He told me, "Why do you take a course? Your English is very good." So why my English was very good at the time I was a kid? Because I listened a lot of movies, a lot of series, did a lot of reading. Although at that time when I was a kid, my English writing or grammar was not the best, right? Because we didn't practice writing. Because most of the courses that I attended when I was a kid didn't focus on the writing section, always just speaking, reading, and so on. So after that, I watched many teachers on different platforms, and also colleagues that teach English. We try to help each other and give feedback. Um, so we learn from each other, and yeah, I found, yeah, I tried to put the things that others didn't focus on, to help students learn the language much faster.
Okay, that's really cool. So, Teacher Jackie, what are your strengths being a Hello teacher?
My strengths would be that I have three teaching English certificates. One from Arizona State University, United States, called TESOL, Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, and it's about 8 courses you study, and you do two practice courses. One course is all about writing, um, and the second course, the last course, is like a portfolio. You add lessons that you taught to students, and lesson plans and everything, like a portfolio, and you send this portfolio to the university, Arizona State University, and they evaluate it, and based on the result, I passed the course effectively. It was like more than 150 hours of learning experience, doing quizzes, studying, and learning how to teach English. Um, it was surprising that, because most of the things I watched in those courses and studied, like I would say 90% I already knew. 90% of what I consumed online, I already knew. Um, and that could be like mind intelligence. Mind intelligence. Some people have ability to learn languages, but not teaching them. Others have ability to learn the language and teach it as well. So that's for TESOL. For TEFL, I also got TEFL certificate from London Teacher Training College, and it's off-call regulated by the Office of Off-Call. It's very common in the UK, I believe. This office regulates the certificates of Cambridge University, for example, CELTA, Cambridge English Teaching Language or Teaching English to Adults, as regulates Cambridge. This office regulates these certificates, and I have it actually right here. I always have it next to me for people like to see it. You know, there it is. So this is the off call, and this is the barcode of the certificate. So anybody can, by the phone, just scan the barcode, and you will go to directly to the website of the off call, and you'll see that this certificate is recognized internationally. So this means if I want to teach in the UK, I can, but I'm not sure what age or how I will do this, or maybe I will do have certain further studies to do so. But this is what we learn in the course. So we learn how to make a lesson plan, how to design materials, how to choose them for each student separately, how to teach young learners, teaching grammar, vocabulary, speaking, writing, listening, and everything about the language. So a teaching certificate means someone who has knowledge. And this is pretty much it. You have knowledge and you want to transfer this knowledge to others. And as I said, many courses didn't focus on writing or Most of them were speaking. But people, when they try to do IELTS exam, they just shock. I got 5.5. They feel like, oh my gosh, so disappointed by that result. But I tell them, well, you didn't focus on writing. Well, any skill, any productive skill, you must practice to improve it, enhance it, boost it, especially speaking and writing. You must speak a lot, you must write a lot to enhance those skills. The third certificate was from Teacher Record, China. It also a TEFL certificate. So I was always trying, uh, like I always try to look like this person teaches TEFL and this entity teaches TESOL or TEFL. I was thinking about what is the difference, but I find after finishing all this, there is no such a difference. It's just names. The difference in the names, the content is almost the same. Maybe someone adds more information than the other, but still the content is the same. Um, but I tell you what, if I want to work in any place in Egypt right now, in university, in a school, or in a center, we have a lot of centers, but because of the security things and um, I don't want to get sick you know, uh, or spreading coronavirus around my family or have someone died or anything of this sort of. So I don't want to prefer to do it now, but maybe in the future, if I have a chance, I might balance between teaching online and in a place. Because I'll tell you what, many students ask for a place. They want a place. They want a place. Some students prefer this way of learning, and some others, especially those who work, they like to study online because they have much time. I'd like to welcome people that write in the comments. Zendra Busra says, I could not write on your lesson 1 hour ago because of subscribe, but I listen to you, love your lessons. Thank you, thank you. Muhammad says, hi, Yoko. And all right. Yen says, when we go to an interview, we have to answer like Teacher Zaki. Well, it depends actually. It's not something that you're gonna invent. It's something that's already there. So it's not a story that you tell others, but something is already there and documented, like a history. So if your language is good, you absolutely will do much better than me. Roz says, yeah. Roz says, teacher Rahat, I want to click on the heart for you to hop on, but unfortunately, no more heart options here. I don't know what that
uh,
heart option.
because the heart shape symbol to support the live streamer. So what happens basically, I've joined from the web. Possibly there isn't this option. If I would join through my mobile, she could do it. That's okay, Rose. So, Jackie, I've got another related question. On the contrary, do you think that you may have any weak points on teaching here on Hello?
You mean negative things on the app?
N-
Yeah, there's some negative things like um, maybe needs to be improved. When I click on notifications, for example, the live stream stop. Uh, that could be a negative thing. So I have to get back to the live stream. Yeah, but it's not a serious matter. Well, I would say for any platform or any place, it takes time. It takes time for people to know the person are going who is going to teach them. Um, and it's okay, it takes time. So yeah, I have to be patient and get to know more people. And based on that, you know, not all the teachers and Hello teach at the same time. Um, so there are chances. Also, the students will never study at a certain time of the day, and that's it. There will always be new students. I believe if Hallo did advertising, which is very important in any company, it's a key factor actually for bringing new students on. I also like the discount thing that Hallo does. So super cool, and that will encourage students to learn more at less. price, less amount of money, you learn more. I like this. I like this point.
Okay. Uh, Honestly, Teacher Jackie, Hello he has an offer at the moment because of the Christmas. If a student has $1 in their account, they can subscribe to any teacher 2 weeks freely. And this offer is valid up to the Christmas day, which is the 25th of December. Okay, would you like to listen some of the Hello story, because I'm one of the oldest teachers who joined when the Hello started its operation last year through the video chatting. So Hello started its operation in 2017 through Facebook page. Later in 2019, they got a funding from the Forbes from the USA around $1.4 million. And after that, they decided to develop this app. At the beginning, it was only like chat groups. After that, where they started the first video chatting in March 2020, just before the pandemic. And I joined during that time as a student, and I met all the amazing teachers of the app. And there is one teacher I must mention, her name Haley. She's back now after a while. Then teacher June, Ben, they're the most CEO. June is the CEO, and Ben is the COO. So they both plan together. And at the moment, we have got around 1.3 million members, more than 170 countries, and around 300 qualified teachers, native and non-native included. And in the history of Hello, I was the first student who was promoted from student to the teacher panel. And after that, few other students were promoted as the teachers. Ahmed is one of them, who lives in Poland but from Kurdistan. Then teacher Nazrul, who is from Bangladesh. Teacher Khadija, who is from Algeria. I'm trying to remember who else is here at the moment. We four are here at the moment. Okay. And also, Hello had different policies during those days. Now it is still in developmental phase because we had got lots of bugs which are removed. Still it's developing. And this member, whatever we got, it is without generic marketing. Hello started its marketing only last month, November, worldwide, and as a part of the marketing, they got what we heard that some contracts from Korean government. So we might see some students from Korea very soon. And amazingly, we are growing. And as the new pattern of Hello, now there should be some teacher who is always teaching 24/7. If you go to the Discover page, Teacher Jack, you'll see this teacher's lesson this time, another teacher, and so on. You'll find all the teachers, scheduled lessons. They come in the different times of the day and night. And our students are so supportive, so helpful, so cooperative. If something bad happens to teacher or someone is making bad comments, they protect you. They tell of those students. You see, so amazingly, these students are really the heart of this Hello. And Hello has a promotional techniques. They advertise in different places through the YouTube, through Facebook, through Instamatch about all their teachers, and you'll get on and off notification that somebody's following you. Okay.
Yeah, got that every day.
Yeah. So what happens when a teacher is on live stream? They choose randomly. Hello has a software, maybe 10 or 15 teachers every day. Then they advertise, and whenever new students join, they have to follow it when they're signing up, or to the existing student, they send their suggestion or recommendation. Follow this teacher to learn something new. Which is really amazing. Hello's policy and techniques. And I'm sure you may have met June. He has also subscribed to your IELTS lesson. I've noticed it. So
Yeah,
our
I know.
CEO, yeah, our CEO June is always subscribing and motivating our teachers. So that we can be active, we can be professional, we can be more helpful to our learners so that they can learn something from us. So thanks to all the Hello team and the CEO and all the admins people, who always take care of all the teachers and all the students.
Yeah, Jim says, what a great application. It would be great experience to enhance knowledge. Thanks for sharing.
You're very welcome. So, Teacher Jackie, thank you very much. I need to hop off. It's 7 past 11 my time. I'll
Uh,
join you and see you some other time. Most of
sure.
your viewers know me because I'm one of the oldest teachers, and once upon a time they were my subscribers too. Okay, now
Yeah.
Hello has changed the policies. So at the beginning, we have only $3 subscription for a whole month, 30 days, Teacher Jackie. During
Yes.
those days, any students could subscribe to any teacher. I remember that one student could subscribe 10 or 15 teachers, and teacher had to come every day live stream, almost every day, because to grow the app and grow the popularity and their skills, we had to always, improve our schedules during those days. Anyway,
That's
those are the our um, what should I say, growing up age. Still we are in the developmental phase. Now it has become 8 lessons in a month, 1 hour lessons,
good.
and also now one-to-one private lessons, and also group lessons, which are amazing as well. You've got Instamatch call. If you have joined Instamatch, they can call you directly and you'll get for every minute payment. The minimum is 14 cents and maximum is 50 cents for every minute. I,
Yeah, I did that once with someone thinking from Turkey. Yeah, he called me for some time. Yeah, I saw that the option is good.
exactly. And also, when they're taking classes, they can give you feedback. It will show to your account so that people know that how good the teacher is.
Yeah, that's also amazing point. But I see that most teachers are super amazing, actually.
Exactly. And thank you very much, Teacher Jack. I'm really grateful that you have let me join your live stream and talk to you.
Sure,
Bye,
anytime.
everyone. Please follow Teacher Jackie, support him, join his lessons, guys. He's an amazing teacher and you can learn a lot of things. Thank you
Thanks a
very
lot.
much.
Heart from Egypt.
No problem. And thank you and see you later.
See you later. Thank you very much. Yen says, Teacher Zaki, could you sing a little